Weili Zhang against Joanna Jedrzejczyk. How is this fight gonna go? Listen, you have Joanna, who's an absolute veteran, 32 years of age. She's been in the game for a while. She's been at the top of the level for a while, but she is coming up and trying to strap the title from a fighter that I have honestly never seen in the UFC, like in terms of style. Weili Zhang is a fighter that grew up in Beijing, China. She's trained there. She's incorporated Tai Chi, Wushu, a bunch of different Chinese martial arts within her fight game to just take it to that next stage that no one's at. She's completely destroyed Jessica Andrade, who was at the time like the favorite. And so she truly made a statement in Shenzhen during that night against Andrade. And so I really honestly think that Weili Zhang is a fighter that will be here for quite some time. She's 30 years of age, but at the same time, like, she's got so much to prove. She's so young in terms of mentality. Like, she's surrounded by the right people, the right team, and she also has pretty much all the foundations to her favor to make her the best fighter in the UFC. How do I think this fight is gonna go? Man, this is I mean, a difficult fight, because you also have Joanna, who, as I said, extremely experienced fighter. We know how vicious and venomous she is. Like, when she gets in that ring, it's like you see her now and it's like she's friendly. You know, the moment she steps into that ring, it's like night and day. Like, she turns into an absolute monster, and she's focused to take down whatever's in front of her. And so I just, for the sake of it, I think that Weili Zhang is gonna maintain her title. I talked in the previous video about how Joanna has been dealing with some problems, and how she's not exactly in the UFC loop, in the sense that she's a bit rusty. Like, she hasn't been fighting for a while. On the other hand, you have Weili Zhang, who's coming from win after win after win. She's lost once, she's won 20. And so I just think Weili is just gonna it's gonna start off a bit slow. Not even slow, they're just gonna feel each other out. A few exchanges, a few kicks, a few punches, okay? They're gonna weigh each other out, also because of the anxiety in Miami. Second round is gonna be the same. The intensity is gonna rise a bit more. You're gonna see more determined, a bit heavier punches from the two. And then in the third round, I think we're gonna have Zhang completely unleashed, like she did with Andrade, where she found an opening, left hook. Doesn't have to be left hook, can be right hook, whatever. But the idea is that I believe Zhang is gonna find an opening, and she is going to absolutely unleash. She's gonna hit that first punch that will stun Joanna, and then after that, she's just gonna unleash and just maul her. Like, she's gonna grab her knees, boom, boom, boom. She's gonna get close. She's gonna apply that Tai Chi, because the whole point of Tai Chi is to, ameliorate the strong close combat. And so that's what she's gonna do. She's gonna get that punch, and then she's gonna get closer, close in like a snake, and then just bit by bit break her down. That's how I think it's gonna go. I really don't think there's gonna be a knockout. It will get stopped in the third round, because Weili's gonna unleash. And but at the same time, I really don't want to doubt Joanna, because she's also proved me wrong many times. And she's just like, she's the face of the UFC from the women's side, I think, in my opinion. Like, when I think of women fighters, I think of her and Amanda Nunes. And to write her off is not easy to do, but at the same time, like, Weili Zhang is just, I don't know, like, I just think she's so into the game, and she's so determined to absolutely take what is hers and do it for her people. She, like, this is China's first. This is China's first fighter that was able to break through in the UFC. And so she has not only pride, but also, I think, her whole country behind her, including me, because I've lived in China 12 years. But and that might also be why I really want her to win. But yeah, that's how I think this fight is gonna go. If you guys like this type of content, you know, here you can find other videos. We've talked about other predictions. We've talked about John Jones, Dominic Reyes, extremely controversial. We talked about Ilir Latifi against Derek Lewis, another crazy fight. So if you like this type of stuff, tag along, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.